Now we want to figure out how to update our message label's text color when we press the send mail button. Now we could do this in the storyboard, that's completely fine, but understanding how to do this in code is really cool. So we're going to go ahead and just do this right after our message label.text. Let's try to keep all our message label updates together. And I'm just going to add a return here to give us a little bit of a differentiation between updating our message label and updating our enter message text field. So what we want to do here is we want to say message label dot text color is equal to UI color dot red color. And what we're going to do here is we're going to basically set our text color property for our message label equal to an instance of UI color. Now, this might look completely new to you. Maybe you've seen classes before, maybe you haven't. I'm going to guess that you haven't seen it, so we're going to talk about what's going on here. Strings are so common in Swift and other programming languages that Apple has created a nice shorthand for us here with these two quotes. But for text color, right, this is not so common, so we don't have shorthand. So we actually have to go about this the more complex or the more verbose way of creating an instance of UI color. So UI color is the type that we need to set this equal to. And if we click on this, we see that it's a UI color instance, right? We see that right here. The capital U tells us it's a class. So we need to set it equal to an instance of UI color. Well, how do we do that? Well, we're going to use a class, and there's what's called a class function, which basically allows us to quickly initialize or create an instance of UI color. And we can specify that we want this to be red color. So this is just kind of a helper function. It's a quick way we can get a UI color instance that's set to red. Now, once again, if you're a little bit confused about this idea of instance or initializing or creating this instance, all we're basically doing is we're creating an encapsulated piece of information that understands how to set the RGBs and the color to be red. And we have this default red that we can set up, and we can set it equal to our text color. And this is just a quick way we can do it. And of course, we're going to get into what exactly this syntax means. We're going to figure out how we could create and write this sort of stuff ourselves. But for now, we just need to know that this is the long way we can create an instance of UI color, and that before we just had a quick way that we could create an instance of a string, right? So a string was just a series of characters that we joined together, and now we're able to join together some information or data in order to represent red color that we're going to be able to update our text color with. So let's go ahead and run our application and see if this works. And we're going to go to message, and let's just add a message. We'll say hi class. And we can send the mail, and we'll see that this now appears in red. So we're able to update yet another attribute of our message label. So we're starting to see our message label has many different attributes, and we can update these in code.